Vegeta, take a look. We're back in another stealth Warframe video. This cannot be. Again? Darn you, KnightmareFrame. Wonder who we're talking about this time around.
It is me you're dealing with.
Holy Dragon Balls. Where'd you come from?
The name is Ash, Space Ninja, the one and only true Space Ninja.
Space Ninja? Have you ever heard of a Saiyan? Right, Nappa? I don't know, Vegeta. Space Ninja sounds kinda cool. I should bless you now, Nappa. But before that, Vegeta, what did the scouter say about his power level? Grr, it's hard to tell. He's masking his power level. It could be well over 9,000! You just wanted to shout that number, didn't you? Silence, Nappa!
You're wasting my time. Start the video already, Nightmare-kun.
Yo, what's good, folks? It's KnightmareFrame here with a new Warframe video. Oh yes, they are back. One stealth Warframe left to talk about, so you know they will be back for the final episode of
Dragon Ball Warframe.
So in this video, I'll be going over Ash, his abilities, and my 3 builds that make him one of the best endgame Warframes out there. People think once you have stealth, you're automatically endgame, but Ash has simple and game-changing augments that sets him apart, giving him the title of the one and only true Space Ninja. His first ability, Shuriken, is a projectile-based ability that does slash damage, bleeds the enemy, and scales of power strength. In a way, it sounds mediocre until you pair it up with its augment, Seeking Shuriken. This gives his ability 70% chance to strip armor. Now this augment scales with power and duration. You need 143 power strength to get 100% armor strip, and the duration helps that armor strip stay longer. His second ability, Smokescreen. It's the stereotypical ninja skill that renders you invisible to the enemies. Unfortunately, it's the only invis with the lowest duration. With 245% duration, you will end up with 21 seconds of invisibility. Casting it near enemies staggers them. The third ability, Teleport. It basically does what it says. You can teleport to allies and enemies, but enemies get staggered and are open to finishers. But this ability is amplified with the help of its augment. Enemies you teleport to will have Ash instantly perform a finisher on them and deal 200% finisher damage, and 50% of the energy spent is refunded on the kill. The final ability, Blade Storm. When activated, you will mark targets with a death mark. The more death marks on a target, the tougher they are. Once the desired targets are marked, activate the ability again, and this is where Ash goes all anime-like and does his Taju Kage Bunshi no Jutsu and has all his clones perform finishers. And you can join in on the fun by activating your teleport into the cluster orgy of Ashes and have this cool action cinematic. The damage scales of power strength, steel charge aura, combo counters, attack speed mods, and arcanes, but not melee damage mods. Alright, I got 3 builds for y'all, and all serve a different purpose. The first build is my main one that I use for majority of gameplay, the Umbral Ninja build. The aura can be whatever you like. I chose Speed Holster because switching between my primary and secondary, especially doing Void Survival. Ancient healers can be quite annoying, so I have a secondary that deals radiation and other statuses. In the excellence slot, I got Vigilante Pursuit, which is an enemy radar, helping with enemy pathing and to spot them on the minimap quicker. Primed Continuity and Narrow-Minded to give us a good chunk of duration for his smokescreen. We need that to stay invisible as long as we can, and it also increases the armor strip duration. Flow and Streamline for our energy pool and efficiency for casting the abilities. Yes, I am using a rank 4 Streamline since I can't fit a max rank one, unless I run with Steel Charge in the aura. Armor Vitality and Intensify for the insane health and decent power strength. And finally, Rolling Guard. This mod is a godsend to all squishy frames out there, allowing you to become invulnerable for 3 seconds after a dodge roll with a 7-second cooldown. I know you don't need health mods for a stealth Warframe, but I just wanted an Umbral Ash. Arcanes don't really matter, but having Energize just makes things a tad bit easier for this setup. Arcane Guardian is good for general to swordy content, but you can swap that arcane slot for anything else. For me personally, I do not like using one build for Warframes, and they need to have certain builds for particular situations. I present you my rescue or speedrun build. Build for sprint speed, duration, and some range. The aura will be sprint boost to increase our sprint speed by 15%, wish it was more. Then the Exilus will be rush to give me 30% more sprint speed. Oh yes, we're not stopping there. Alongside that, I got speed drift and armored agility to juice it even further. Unfortunately, I did not have as much duration on this build than the previous one, but we have enough with primed continuity, constitution, and augur message, giving me a total of 16 seconds of smokescreen. And since this is a smokescreen build, I'm using the augment Smoke Shadow. That will also hide allies who are near the area of where I cast my smokescreen, rendering them invisible for the duration of the smokescreen. Flow, for the energy pool, you could either run flow or streamline, but I prefer flow since it's for quick speedruns. Stretch for a little additional coverage of smokescreen, and teleport target range to give it even faster mobility. This build is made even better if you're teamed up with a speed volt. And lastly, the final build, the
surprise, motherfucker,
build, and the hybrid build, using 2 enemy radars on the aura and Exilus, giving us a good coverage, primed continuity, and narrow-minded for the duration, which is a total of 21 seconds of smokescreen. Flow and streamline again for the energy and efficiency. Umbral intensified to give me that 44% power strength just so we get 100% armor strip with our shurikens. And yes, I got 2 augments, Fatal Teleport for that insta-kill action, and Seeking Shuriken for the armor strip, Rolling Guard for added defenses, and Arcanes matter on this build, as the 2 arcane trickeries will give me a higher chance to proc its effect, granting me 20 seconds of invisibility when it procs after getting a finisher kill. So this is a perma-invis Ashe build. That's also an insta one-shot Ashe build, the hybrid build of Doom. Now for the weapons you use for Ashe have got to utilize either one of these elements, viral or gas. For heaven's sakes, do not use corrosive. You're not going to deal bonus damage if the targets have no armor. So my new fave weapon to use on Ashe is the Napalm Grenade's Secura Penta. I do have an in-depth guide and several builds for this weapon using the augment, so I will leave a link and put up a card if you're interested. But for the sake of this video, I will show you the build I'm using. Gas plus slash procs. Those two alongside Ashe's passive is going to be complete and utter murder right there. So Ashe's passive, Hemorrhage, makes any slash procs inflicted by you as the Warframe and weapons deal 25% more damage and last 50% longer. The weapon is built for crit, some status, also giving me that 25 meter sequence proc when I earn 1k affinity. The sequence applies radiation status effect and restores shield and grants overshield for 30 seconds. And my Zakti is just to spread radiation and some gas, and to burst nully bubbles, but mostly for the radiation. Only using this in the void because ancient healers are major douche monkeys right next to nullifiers. It has a ribbon that grants me extra toxin and electric damage. Normally this would make corrosive, but if placed in a certain order, we can play around with that. So I got a lot of dual stat mods, multi-shot, and damage. And finally, a melee that Ashe players need, and that is a beastly dagger. You can use rock to dark dagger if you do not want to craft yourself a Zaw, but I personally recommend having a Zaw dagger. Your Inaros, Ivara, and Ashe would really be happy. It's made from the Bala Strike, Peye Grip, and the Iquanatu Ruhong link. And before people go into the comments section saying, where's the Zaw build combination? If you didn't look, then that's on you, because it's right here. And it's gone. So the build is pretty dead simple for a proper finisher setup. You can just run with covert lethality and attack speed mods because finisher animation is based off the weapon's attack speed. But since I did not like to leave the mod section empty, I set it up in this way. And for the people still wondering how I built the Zaw, rewind, go back because you missed it. Stop it. Stop it. I see you in the comment section already. You didn't even bother to look. Also using the Exodia Might Zaw Arcane that has 50% chance to heal me for 30% of my HP every time I perform a finisher. And no, the healing will not proc during Bladestorm. And you're wondering, why isn't there a Bladestorm build? Well, I just don't see myself using that ability as much. I can easily dispose my opponents without Bladestorm. But let's all agree it is a fun ability, and the first and third build can use Bladestorm just fine. But it's not my thing. Alright, this is my Ash, the true and ultimate space ninja, and my builds for him. I do hope you've enjoyed and learned something from this video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.
Vegeta! No, Nappa, the video has ended. He already did his peace thing. Now you're no fun. I'm sure we'll be back for another episode.
Next time on Dragon Ball Warframe.
Wait, Suyaro, no spoilers. We are done here.